Are you struggling with weight loss? Maybe you are having a hard time and a challenge with balancing your blood glucose levels. Well, I've got 5 fantastic tips for blood sugar balancing that they don't want you to know. Okay, number 1 is I want you to stop snacking. So snacking actually works against you in terms of balancing your blood glucose, because every time you eat, no matter what it is, but this is especially true for sweeter foods and carbohydrates, is that you're going to be spiking your blood glucose levels. You don't want to do that. You want to give your body a bit of a rest, your insulin a bit of a rest between meals so that it can do its job and then come back down to baseline levels. Number 2 is to fix your leptin resistance. Now, if you don't know what this is, please check out my other content. This is really important. This is a hormonal signaling system between your fat cells and your brain, and it's all about survival, but how much body fat you actually have is going to send these signals to the brain, and when this gets disrupted and you're overtaxing that system, maybe you've got some inflammation that is affecting the leptin signaling as well, this is going to cause more of a problem, of course, with balancing your blood glucose levels, and that blood sugar balancing is not going to be working the way that it should. Okay, tip number 3 is to eat less fruit and fructose. Now this is interesting because if you're eating highly sugary fruits, and this is especially true for the tropical fruits, so things like mangoes, papayas, bananas, and you don't live in a region where they actually grow, so you're actually eating these fruits out of season, this can really, of course, spike your blood glucose levels. And if you're drinking the juices of some of these very sweet and high glycemic fruits, this is going to really spike up that blood glucose, because now you don't have the fiber in a juice, because that has been removed in the juicing process. That fiber has been removed, and that is what is something that, of course, helps with balancing out your blood glucose levels and the release of your insulin as you are eating those carbs. Okay, so number 4 on my list is to get more fiber, and of course there's different ways to get more fiber into you. One of my ways that I love to do is I actually take capsules of an ultrafine psyllium seed husk. This is fantastic for balancing blood glucose levels, but also helping to keep you full and feeling full for a longer period of time, because the one that I take actually expands with water. It's a soluble and insoluble fiber and helps with healthy bowel movements as well. And number 5 on my list is herbal medicines. Now, the research has shown that specific herbal medicines like African wild mango seeds, Gymnema sylvester, muscadine grape skins actually have efficacy, and they work a little bit like those GLP-1 agonists that have been all the rage in the news in terms of balancing blood glucose levels. And of course you can do that naturally with having a healthy microbiome, with that fiber, but with some of these herbal medicines that I've just mentioned, so you can learn more about that as well. Now, for tips on how to fix that leptin resistance that I mentioned, please check out my video, 10 tips for leptin resistance. I'll see you there.